most of the time, 75%. So he monetized himself and his paper. So this is why I am appealing to a lot of young Gambians not to get drawn up or over angry with him. That's his job. He makes money out of doing what he does, and this is how he survives. This is how he lives his life. And really he is a sad person because each society goes through stages. Even the United States, the great United States, America that we see, went through civil war where people end up killing each other and everything, for them to have the US Constitution that you have now to safeguard the rights of each citizen. So we too come out of a very difficult stage. And at this stage we are. This is where we need cool heads. We need Gambians to be sound and sober. Barack Obama said it in one of his speeches. He said democracy can be noisy and messy. And that's a reality. When we say democracy, what we are meaning here is that it's not perfect. Democracy itself is not perfect. It's not perfect, to be honest. It's not perfect. If it is perfect, we would have arrested every single member of the Yahya Jammeh regime now, locked them up in mile 2 and just relax. Okay? That's what, if it is perfect. But no, it is, if we do that, the international community and the rest of the world will be saying, oh, look, it's payback, it's revenge, it's retribution, retributive justice. They will come up with all sort of terminologies. Before you know, Jammeh's people will be running back into Europe seeking asylum and all what not. And then we will become a pariah, we'll be blamed for everything. No aid, no this, no that. So we have the youths who are really upset that they are seeing Nderry Mbye come back. There are a lot of people who are expressing a lot of anger, been getting a lot of messages. People are really upset. Why is he coming back? He should be arrested. The APRC is a political party. It's a registered political party. Being a member of the APRC does not make you a criminal. However, the senior and the top officials who partake or are found guilty of criminal activities, it is those people who will be investigated and eventually be prosecuted. But not just because, Nderry Mbye was saying, he was just expressing some of the statements he was saying were dangerous, but it was an opinion. Such opinions are allowed. So this is why I said democracy can be noisy and messy, but it is imperfect, but it is it's the best form so far. As Winston Churchill says, he says many types of governance that were practiced, democracy is the best. Although not perfect, but at least the best. So as Gambian youths, as young Gambians, we need to embrace this. And we don't have to be retaliating to some of the things that Jammeh and his people did. And a lot of Gambians want retaliation, they want payback. No, that's not what democracy teaches. And it is for you to restrain yourself. It is for you to realize that the rule of law, although sometimes it can be slow, but it can be as equally effective in maintaining order in our society. And that's what we want. We want all of us to be equal, free, loving and caring. Because the moment we lose that love and care and compassion, don't call yourself a Muslim, don't call yourself a Christian, okay? Because you will be doing things that those same scriptures that you want to be guided by teaches against. We have all seen in Syria, in other societies, where when they took the law into their own hands, they go out killing each other for nothing. They destroy their own properties, their own communities for nothing. So the moment we allow anger to take over us, it destroys us. It destroys us. So as Gambian brothers and sisters, let's not allow the likes of Nderry to drive us to be angry at each other. And let's not allow such kind of journalism to be the dominant. In the West, yes, it's very famous, but people don't take them seriously. In England, every day, I think the Sun newspaper, which will put naked breasts of women in page 3, I think they sell 3 million copies a day. some men will buy and just flick to page 3. I've worked in construction sites in England here. I've worked in offices. I've worked in, as a student in Boca King. So I know the in and out. I know what men do when they're in the construction sites. So they just buy the page 3 and just look at the page 3 until they're satisfied. They just wrap it and throw it in the bin. So it means they don't actually want to read any single thing in that newspaper. Okay? So that's the reality. So let's understand news and always be calm and composed. As a society, our moms and dads, they teach us to be calm and composed. So let's not forget about some of our upbringings, our valuable upbringings. And big up to Gambian women, really, for always trying to restrain us and make us calmer. So let's not allow the media to make us hate each other, and we are in safe hands, because I believe that the coalition government will go through a lot of trials, and some changes will be happening, tweaks and things will happen. Gambian have really done very well. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Sister Umi, you are very right. They would have killed him. They would have killed him. But because he knew, it is even themselves, because some APRC people have been telling me this, they themselves are quietly happy that they are free. Because they know the Afro Gambian will not kill them or harm them. So they were actually part of a system that they themselves became captured, became trapped to be doing some of these criminal activities. In public, they might not say it, but look at Momodu Sabali at, Westfield. He was there with Gambia Has Decided. Was not Momodu Sabali one of the adopted son of Jammeh? So many of them, will try now to even embrace our democracy. Look at the Daily Observer. The Daily Observer is even trying to, be, telling us that, they too are free to promote whatever they want. But a few months ago, they wouldn't put any opposition figure in that paper. But under Mr. Barrow's government, they are promoting APRC agenda because it's an APRC paper. So you'll see, this is why I said democracy in itself is not perfect, but it is the best. If it is in Egypt, they would have closed down. Look at Turkey or something. They would go close down only. They would have closed down Daily Observer, seize their computers and machines and tell them, you know what, pack up. So although democracy is not perfect, and some of the instant justice that some of our people want is not going to be long lasting. So it's best we now have the Chief Justice and the Attorney General. They need about 5 to 6 judges to be sworn in. We need 6 judges. Most of them should be Gambians, because we want Gambians to be involved in the affairs of this state. The moment you arrest somebody, the police should charge you in 72 hours, and then the reason you are arrested be known to you, we have access to a lawyer, and then bingo, the matter goes through the courts. So, and you are right, so the system that has been inherited is all over the place. They don't even have enough judges. Because Jammeh was paying these foreign judges, give them a car, give them a residence, and Gambian judges were paid, I think, $5,000 or $6,000, whilst the average lawyer makes $100,000 in one case. So who will leave $100,000 in one compound dispute, land dispute, and go and accept $5,000 or $6,000 to be a judge? Whilst the Nigerian judges were paid hugely, and they were also given a free accommodation. They don't pay any rent. They were given a free car with fuel and a driver. So it's like it's lucrative for you to be a foreign judge in the Gambia than to be a Gambian citizen and be a judge. So this is why Gambians would rather go and be private lawyers than be judges. So the Barrow government, my personal advice would be, let's pay our judges well. Minimum $15,000 or $20,000 per month, so that at least they will not accept any bribe, and give them free accommodation, a free car. I'm not talking too soon, but we need good judges. The foundation of a democracy needs to have this strong judicial system. These people should have rent free. If they are not living in their own homes, They need to be rent-free. They need to be given a chauffeur, a driver, make them comfortable, because their peers will be earning hundreds of thousands of dollars. There are some lawyers who make $3 million in about 6 months in the Gambia, even though it was under dictatorship, but they were earning a lot. So how do we encourage Gambians to be judges and very good magistrates? If we have that, okay, any dispute will be executed, will be, resolved very, very peacefully. So really, the other book I wanted to demonstrate here, not that I'm showing my books, but when I was a student, really I was curious about everything, is a book by John Pelger. I know a lot of Americans wouldn't like John Pelger, but this is John Pelger's book, The Hidden Agendas. Okay? The Hidden Agendas. I like reading John Pelger's book because he is not anti-establishment, but he does not try to conform to everything that the Western the society is trying to throw at us. And he tried to expose injustices in America, in South Africa, in Australia. And there's one word he said that in most news headlines, there will always be a hidden agenda, especially when it's about others. We all do it. All of us will do it.